Here's the thing. It turns out that race is a fairly recent idea, and it really starts in theology.
I wanted to ask about race. How
Yeah.
did that develop and how did that happen as we know it today?
Yeah, that's something I've been doing a lot of more work on. I just gave a talk at Southeastern Baptist Theological Seminary about that, and then while writing a paper with Ken Keithley about this too. Here's the thing. It turns out that race is a fairly recent idea, and it really starts in theology, not science, about 500
Mm.
years ago. And the reason why, in large part, is because of the discovery of the New World.
Hmm.
When we discovered the Americas, you can put new in quotes, right? Because like new to whom? It's new to Europeans, right?
Right.
There was already people here, right? That was the big surprise. And where do those people come from? A lot of people wondered that maybe that's because God created different people in different parts of the globe, and those people don't actually descend from Adam and Eve. Now they were wrong to think that. And most of the church ended up rejecting this. This is how the doctrine of monogenesis really gets crystallized. This idea that no, actually, a core teaching of the Christian faith is that we all descend from Adam and Eve. Um, but no one really had a good explanation for how that happened. So people still kept on wondering about, this idea. And this idea ends up getting taken up by scientists as well. This idea that maybe there's really distinct races with different origins across the globe. That maybe they were connected in the very, very distant past, but um, they all rose by evolution. But they've been separated long enough that you start to have very different biology in these people, and um, so there's that explains why all the differences we see and all the diversity we see across the globe. So that's really the idea of race that arose, and it ends up becoming um, a very potent idea. It starts to become a justification for colonialism, and it ends up being an explanation for why certain groups are thought to be smarter than others or more technologically advanced than others. And it ends up becoming, because it's no longer about culture or history and those contingencies, it's really about
Mm.
their biology, something that's more immutable. And it ends up becoming a justification for slavery. It ends up becoming a very, very potent and dark concept. Um,
Mm.
that is, we found out now that it's just not true. It turns out that science, I mean, race really is a theory of origins. It started in theology, it was picked up in science, but it's also a false theory of origins.
Mm.
Really,
Wow.
none of the populations across the globe have really been separated in that way, such that we have any sort of population level differences that match our conceptions of race that justify those sorts of biological distinctions. That's just not valid.